Today we will take a look at the best budget tablets for this year. If you want to find more information, check out links down below. 5. Amazon Fire HD 8 2020. The Amazon Fire HD 8 2020 doesn't bring anything new to the table design-wise. It's a big rectangle with a screen. This particular rectangle has dimensions of 202 x 137 by 9.7 mm and a weight of 355 grams. That's fairly average for such a tablet, although the device is lighter than many competitors. The front-facing camera here is halfway down on the left side when you're holding the slate in portrait orientation, not on the top. This actually means it's in a great position for video calling, as you can look at the screen while also appearing to look at the camera. In this orientation, the USB-C port, 3.5 mm headphone jack, power button and volume rocker are all on the top edge of the tablet. The inclusion of a 3.5 mm port will impress people who like their wired headphones, while the USB-C port ensures fast charging. However, we had an issue with the volume rocker. The Amazon Fire HD 8 2020 has an 8-inch screen, denoted by the 8 in its name. It's an LCD screen with a 800x1280 resolution, which is rather low res given most cheap phones, which have screens smaller than 8 inches, have similar resolutions. 4. Amazon Fire HD 10 2021. The Amazon Fire HD 10 2021 has more memory than the 2019 Fire tablet but otherwise matches it for battery life, display, apps and price, making it more update than upgrade. It's more suited for casual media consumption than hardcore productivity, and continues to have a disappointingly limited app library. The performance speeds impressed us. Alexa answered our questions promptly, apps and videos loaded without too much delay. The tablet had little difficulty running 2 apps at once in split-screen mode, and games ran without noticeable lag or stuttering. Amazon upgraded the rear camera from 2MP to 5MP, making it less of a potato than before, but that doesn't make it actually worth using for photography. Almost any modern phone or tablet hits at least 8MP with both the rear and selfie cameras, while the Fire HD 10 2021's cameras can't generate the same level of detail. Amazon upgraded the rear camera from 2MP to 5MP, making it less of a potato than before, but that doesn't make it actually worth using for photography. Almost any modern phone or tablet hits at least 8MP with both the rear and selfie cameras, while the Fire HD 10 2021's cameras can't generate the same level of detail. 3. Amazon Fire HD 8 Plus. Amazon's Fire tablets have always been designed to provide affordable portable entertainment for Prime subscribers. But the company threw a curveball with the 2020 update to its midsize slate by unveiling 2 variants, the Fire HD 8 and the Fire HD 8 Plus. The additional RAM offered by the Fire HD 8 Plus should make it faster than the standard variant. That does bear out to some extent, most notably when using the new game mode, but general performance is still short of Swift and only owners of the previous model are likely to notice the improvements. Limited by a weak processor, lag remains significant when unlocking and navigating the interface. Battery life has been boosted for both of the new tablets, with each now capable of approximately 12 hours of mixed usage. This figure will drop if you're a heavy gamer, while sporadic use will see the longevity stretch to several days. The Amazon Fire HD 8 Plus is the twin of the standard model, a generic rectangle with a plastic back. It's not a premium slate and it won't win awards for innovation, but the new generation of Fire tablets does possess a slightly neater form factor than before. The Amazon Fire HD 8 Plus is the twin of the standard model, a generic rectangle with a plastic back. It's not a premium slate and it won't win awards for innovation, but the new generation of Fire tablets does possess a slightly neater form factor than before. While Amazon doesn't list the actual capacity of the cell inside the Fire HD 8 Plus, it does rate the battery life at 12 hours. That's 2 hours longer than the previous version and, in mixed-use conditions, proves an accurate estimate. Stick to the less testing activities that the tablet is clearly designed for, such as listening to music, reading books and watching offline videos, and you'll comfortably get 12 hours of usage from a single full charge. 2. Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus 2021. There are no real surprises in the design of the Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus, with the familiar cheap and cheerful aesthetics of this tablet series in evidence again. In terms of design, there's no difference between the Plus model and the standard Amazon Fire HD 10 2021. Both are lighter and thinner than the Amazon Fire HD 10 2019, but with reductions of 0.6 mm, 0.02 inches, and 36 grams, 1.3 ounces respectively. You'll hardly notice. For the size of the tablet, the resolution is high enough to get a nice and sharp picture, and the brightness ramps up to a respectable level too. There's no HDR here, so while watching videos some details can get lost in particularly dark and light areas of the frame, but it's not a huge issue. There's no trouble with storage 32 GB or 64 GB, or more if you add a micro SD card, and 4 GB of RAM is good enough for this kind of device, but it's a shame to see the same MediaTek Helio P60T chipset here that was fitted inside the 2019 models. While we didn't see any major lag or glitching, it's hardly the snappiest tablet we've ever seen in terms of responsiveness. The benefit of a modestly performing processor and a lower resolution screen is better battery life, and the Amazon Fire HD 10 Plus doesn't disappoint here. You'll get around 10 hours of video watching between charges, and that's with the screen brightness ramped right up. It'll last through a day or a really long plane journey, no trouble at all. We don't have official figures for the charging speeds, but with wired USB-C charging the battery gains about 10% in 15 minutes. It'll take you a couple of hours to charge fully. 1. Apple iPad 10.2 2021. The iPad 10.2 2021 is this year's best value tablet from Apple. It's faster than its predecessor, it's easy to use, and it features an upgraded selfie camera that makes video calling smoother than ever before. The new iPad 10.2 looks identical to the iPad 10.2 2020. It measures 25.06 by 17.41 by 0.75 centimeters, and has the same 10.2-inch screen as last year's model, with the thicker top and bottom bezel. The former houses the 12MP front-facing camera, while the latter features the home button with built-in Touch ID sensor. While the design looks slightly dated compared to the rest of the iPad lineup, it still feels like a sturdy bit of kit, which considering the price point is no mean feat. There's no Face ID either, so you're reliant on Touch ID, and we found the fingerprint scanner was quick to register our fingerprint and unlock the tablet. Apple has given the iPad 10.2 a new chipset in the form of the A13 Bionic processor, which debuted in 2019 in the iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Pro. While it's not the brand's latest processor, that's the A15 Bionic, which can be found in the iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro, it's certainly a solid upgrade over the A12 Bionic in the iPad 10.2 2020. The new iPad 2021 will last for up to 10 hours between charges according to Apple. During testing, we found this to be the case, with the slate good for around 10 hours of video playback before it needed recharging. While this isn't an improvement on the previous iteration, it is among the longest-lasting tablets we've tested. It took just under 3 hours to fully recharge the iPad using the 20W fast charger that's included in the box. You won't find wireless charging on any of the iPad range, as the feature isn't commonplace on tablets yet.